Okay, so I'm turning my attention now to the bridge going over here. So what I'm looking for is perhaps that's something that comes across like that, or even curves around, I don't know yet, but it's got to be high enough for the trains to get under. So that's my first thing, so I need to use the cardboard. I did try with a block in between there like that to support that. The problem I've got is cutting that angle. It'll look basically like that with another block this side of it. Wasn't too keen on that, see, because he would have to come out like that. But then I don't think there's enough space there for the trains to get past, so my next thing was to cut some of this foam up a little bit higher, because that block wasn't too clever, and put that across there like that. So that's another way of doing it. Okay, so the idea being then is that I can get these trains a back and forth. I'll just get one of them running for you, so that would come under it. I tried playing about with different versions. You can see just about gets under that, so it'd have to be a bit higher than that for safe for any sort of decent sort of manoeuvring. So wasn't too happy with that. Wasn't too happy with that because I think that's going to have to be a bit higher up like that to give it clearance. So even with these, which are slightly bigger than that, if I'd used the wooden one it would have been down here somewhere, or even if I tried to curve it, it is getting that angle in. So I then decided to have a go at one of my old tunnels that I had. I then sort of cut it about, messed about with it to try and fit it into there, and that would fit. That looked okay, as it were, slightly at an angle, but if I messed about a bit more, at least I've got the height on it and the trains would run underneath it. So I thought I'd carry on with that, but instead of using an old one, because it will take a bit of manoeuvring to get that in place, because I'd have to complete it with another one. I fortunately had some kits left over from the first layout, so I had to go at building them just to see what we could get. But I also decided to put it there, so because that gives it a little bit more realistic, because then I could put the road disappearing off into the distance there, as it were. So to me that makes it a little bit look more realistic, especially I want to go back to my controller here. When you see the train disappearing underneath it, that to me look a lot better than those other ones, and it's a bit squarer, fits nicer. So I carry that on for a bit. Got another bit out, copied the card formation, placed that one there, and I'm just going to angle it very, very slightly, so it's not square, it comes at an angle, because I've got to miss this point here, and that seems to work as well, although I've got to watch the back of it, so it's really, really difficult. So it's either a case of too far or not enough. But if I move, or if I get the train to move, probably even better. Underneath there, you can see it clears it with the wagons. Oh, it's just stopped there for some reason, because I haven't run it for a bit. Oh, it wasn't on the rails properly. There you go. But you can see that he will clear it even with that sharp turn, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I think we'll keep it like that. So what I'm now going to do is carry that on and finish the front of that, and the road will come down like that, down there hopefully. So it does fit a lot better. But that's the plan so far anyway. So there'll be like a double entrance, and then fly over, then coming sort of up here, around and up. And if I just move the camera, so it'll come down like that, and then a T-junction here which will take it over onto the mine and then down to the town. So that's what I'm going to carry on with and see where we go from there. So I've now put the front section onto the double tunnels, and yeah, it's not looking too bad. Be quite interesting to see what happens when I put the back on and then the road bit in, and then obviously around here then I'll have to build this up. I don't know whether to do it with a sloping wall or a bit of foam or just newspaper. We'll see. I'll try different things, but yeah, looking so good so far. So there's the completed tunnel section. When I say complete, to the two halves of the doubles. So then what I'm now going to do is obviously do the parapets and the road part and see how it looks from there. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Looks like it's going to do the job. I have got room on that side. I can always move it around a little bit and take a bit more off the edge, getting in. So I'll just keep playing about with it, keep running trains underneath it, make sure it's right before I glue it down. But yeah, that'll look quite effective. And thanks to Ian from Ian's Engage for suggesting some sort of bridge there. It does look quite effective. Quite happy with that. So I'll crack on and see what we get out with. I've blocked in where the bridge is going to be using 4 blocks, glued them down and then weighing them down, waiting for it to dry. So I'll come back to this in another day or so. See you then. Right, so I've rough cut the polystyrene now into sections, and I've made a little cutout of the road to fit on there. So now I need to just shape that and then cut away some of these extra sections I don't need, so that comes down. So it's now down to a bit of sanding, get that smooth, and that'll run down here, and that'll be the main, join the main road, then it goes through the village. So now it's a bit of sanding. It's going to get messy, folks. I'll see you when I've done. then going to do then, I'm going to put some brickwork along there to extend from the bridge, and then I'm going to paint this bit. But before I do that, I just need to fill that in, and then when I'm happy with that, I can get that glued down, and then there'll be a little fence going around there and there. I can always add more to it, but before I do any of that, I'm going to cover that now with plaster cloth. I'll probably do that tomorrow because it's getting late now. It's quite late at night. And then this area here is going to be industrial area. I'm going to put a few buildings around there. So this bit here is going to be industry, and then the coal mine here, and a few delivery areas around there. I've ordered from PD Marsh a coal mining set, waiting for that to arrive. That'll be complete that section. Get this down, plaster cloth it, paint it, get the road stuck down and finished off there, and then get the road bits done in here and all the various scenics done in there, and of course ballasting at the back. Then you can see I've ballasted around the far track as was suggested. That goes all the way up and around, put all my stuff out. But yeah, I'm getting there. Bought some new purchases which I'll show you on another video, but it's all come together now. This bridge, I'm going to say, Ian from Ian's Engage, this is all your fault. You give me this idea, and my God, you give me a problem to solve. But thanks very much. I think it's going to look quite good. Cheers, mate. Right, so it's time to put the plaster cloth on. Try and cover all that up. I'll put some stuff on there to hide a few bits. I was wondering whether or not just to leave it as it was and just paint over it with the rough sides, but I think I'm better off doing what I've done with the others and just put this on. It's easy enough, I got plenty of it, so I might as well do it, and that'll give me a smoother finish when I put the road back on. That should do it. I'll see what that looks like when it's finished. Just rinse my hands off, and I can put some plaster, just ordinary old stuff over that. And now I've got to go and wait before I can touch that again. I should have moved that road as well. Never mind. No, that's it for now. So it's the day after, and now I've decided to paint it grey. It's taken a while, full day to dry out. Still a little bit damp when I put in the grey on, but it doesn't matter. So basically what I'm doing is just give it a base coat of grey all the way over, and then I'll highlight that with some black and some dry white to create the rocks. And then on the more smoother edges I will probably end up putting some grass down on it, so hopefully it will look a lot better, but it's coming together. Okay, so I've glued the road down, I've put some paving stones along the bridge there, and now I'm just marked out the road going round and put centre line in. So that's gluing now, so I'm just going to put some weights on it to get that glued down. I'm just going to finish this bit off here now to bring it down onto the road. There'll be a junction here then going into this bit, and a junction here coming around into the work area here, and obviously off to the railway station. So yeah, those are sharp eyes will have seen I've added a little stone wall around the edges, and I've got the centre markings in, as I said before. So now what I'm going to do is to grass up the bits I want grassed. I've already spread the glue down, as you can see, and then basically I'm going to grass all that area around there so that it sort of blends in with the rock. Having had the grass dried, I've now hoovered it to clean it all up. You can see it looks pretty good. A few little spots left to do, and then I fixed it with some spray glue just to hold it in place. Just showing you a few views around the whole side, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So thank you for watching, and diolch yn fawr. See you on the next one.